Donald Trump's complete reversal on certain issues is something the world is having to come used to now. However, when a reporter asked the White House to comment on the rapid flip-flopping, its spokesperson claimed the president's stance has been the only thing actually remaining stable.
If you look at what's happened, it's those entities or individuals in some cases or issues evolving towards the president's position, In addition to last week's major U-turn on foreign interventions, Trump's also changed his mind about the role of NATO, ties with Russia and China's currency policy, and all of that coming in the space of 24 hours. With more on that, here's correspondent Caleb Maupin.
Sitting in his penthouse in Trump Tower, then presidential candidate Donald Trump must have looked down at the White House and said, "I'm going to change all of that." But now it looks like the White House has changed him.
NATO is obsolete. It covers the Soviet Union, which is no longer in existence.
The NATO alliance has been the bulwark of international peace and security.
Remember when he told Americans that China was raping their country? Well, apparently now he thinks it isn't.
We can't continue to allow China to rape our country.
I don't want China dictating to me.
The relationship developed by President Xi and myself, I think, is outstanding.
He used to say that getting along with Russia was a good idea. Oh, how things have changed.
Wouldn't it be great if we actually got along with Russia? Am I wrong in saying that? Wouldn't it be great? Right now, we're not getting along with Russia at all. We may be at an all-time low in terms of relationship with Russia.
One of his biggest promises was to stop meddling in foreign affairs and put America first.
We've been moving from one reckless intervention to another.
We cannot be the policemen of the world.
Tonight I ordered a targeted military strike on the airfield in Syria.
We decided to ask Americans what they think about Trump's apparent policy flip-flops. So what is Trump's position on NATO?
NATO? Well, he hasn't got a position on NATO, has he?
I mean, what does he think about it?
Yeah, well, he wants to get rid of it, surely.
Does he still think that, though?
I should think he does, yeah.
It's changed a lot, hasn't it? That's all I know.
What about Syrian President Bashar Assad?
I don't think he likes them too much. I know about the bombings.
I think he's coming out on a hard line against Assad now.
But he said the opposite before. He said he wants him to stay.
He did.
So what about Trump's position on China? What's his position?
On China, I think he was tough on China in the beginning. And now he's seeking, I think, the help of China for the North Korean thing.
I feel like he's been zigzagging and flip-flopping a lot.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. I think it's a pattern. I've seen that before.
He's a businessman. He's not a politician.
If you talk about one thing and it switches from another, it could be concerning because you never know what he's going to do. It could be dangerous.
It's often been said that the Donald is unpredictable. But now it looks like he might be so unpredictable that those who voted for him might be left asking, who is that guy? Caleb Maupin, RT, New York.
Arvind Vohra, the vice chair of the U.S. Libertarian Party, thinks Trump has bowed down to the military-industrial complex, something previous presidents have been warned about all the way back to Eisenhower.
He pretended during the election to be very hardcore and anti-establishment, but once he's in power, he's basically doing exactly what the military-industrial complex wants. During his campaign, he argued constantly that the United States should not be involved, for example, in Syria. He argued constantly that the United States should pull out of NATO. These are both very popular views among the American people. Now he's saying that we do need to attack Syria, that we do need to take on an adversarial role with Russia. He's saying that we do need to be a part of NATO. So I think that the big difference is now that he's the one that the military-industrial complex is turning to, he's the one who's basically currying favor with them.